I get a lot of questions about our Gloop glazes, so here is a video with some tips. Gloop glazes are special in that they hold their shape and structure even once fired. However, that can change if they're fired too high or applied on top of a different glaze. Just like any other glaze, they should be well mixed. I start by shaking the jar vigorously and then give it a mix with a brush or a spoon. Then I decant my glaze into a small needle bottle applicator, but any slip trail or even a syringe would do. In this case, I'm testing all three colors we currently have in stock: a light green, a light blue, and yellow. If there's any other colors you'd like to see in our Gloop collection, let us know in comments below. Gloop glazes are very playful and allow for a lot of experimentation. Once the container is filled, I like to shake it and tip it upside down, as well as test. Large air bubbles trapped in the glaze or in the container can ruin your slip trailing. So for this test tile, I decided to experiment with different modes of application. The first side, using light blue, is decorated in a dot pattern. You can vary the size of the dots, their proximity. You can also increase the thickness as well as the size of the actual dot by applying a second layer. I would recommend here letting the piece dry a bit in between the application. One thing to note, the thicker your glaze is, the higher the chances it can be knocked off. So I would be very careful when transferring your piece into the kiln. For the next two sides, I switched up the color, with the second being yellow, as well as the pattern. So here I'm creating little lines. The third side is decorated in light green line pattern. In general, it is completely up to you what kind of shapes or patterns you want to create. It is up to your imagination. For the final side, I wanted to demonstrate how gloops interact with other glazes. So I chose Snowdrift as the underlayer and applied it in two coats. Most probably, the more runny, the more fluxed, shiny glazes will affect the texture of the gloop the most. The more matte, opaque, might even let it maintain its structure and thickness.